Hello friends, what if you could predict the future of the economy? Meet Nick Timiraos, a man whose financial predictions are so accurate they move markets and influence major financial decisions. Did you know he predicted the Fed's rate hike when no one else did? His insights could be your key to understanding the next big moves in the financial world. Stay tuned to learn how his forecast can give you an unparalleled edge in understanding the Federal Reserve's next steps. Nick Timiraos is the chief economics correspondent for the Wall Street Journal, but he isn't just any journalist. He's known for his reliable ability to predict the Fed's next move. People on Wall Street and in Washington pay close attention to what he says. They call him the Fed Whisperer, the Chairman Timiraos, and even Nicky Leaks. So how did he earn these nicknames? Now let's go back to November 2021. The world was still dealing with the pandemic, and the Fed had been pumping money into the economy to keep things afloat. Most people thought this would continue for a while, but Nick saw something different. He predicted that the Fed would start scaling back its pandemic stimulus almost 2 months before it actually happened. When his prediction came true, people started to take him very seriously. Imagine this. You're in a room full of financial experts and everyone is certain that the stimulus measures will continue. Suddenly, Nick stands up and says, "No, the Fed will start scaling back soon." People were skeptical at first, but when his prediction came true, the room was filled with whispers of admiration and surprise. Nick's reputation as a keen observer of the Fed was solidified. Then, in mid of June 2022, Nick did it again. The Fed was in a blackout period, meaning they weren't talking to reporters. Most experts thought the Fed would raise interest rates by 0.5 percentage points, but Nick predicted a 0.75 percentage point increase. And guess what? He was right again. The Fed raised rates by 3/4 of a point, just as Nick had forecasted. Think about it. During a time when the Fed wasn't communicating with anyone, Nick was able to predict the next move accurately. It's like being able to predict the weather with no weather reports to rely on. An impressive feat, to say the least. Fast forward to today, and Nick is making waves once more. He recently suggested that the Fed might cut interest rates in September. But why? He points out to a better balance in labor markets and mild inflation projections. According to Nick, the Fed might think it's a good time to reduce rates to support the economy. This prediction has led to a big change in market expectations. People trust Nick because he's been right so many times in the past. Imagine you're at a big sports game. The crowd is on the edge, waiting to see what the coach will do next. Suddenly, Nick is like a seasoned commentator, predicts the next big play. And just like in sports, the market reacts to his call, shifting strategies and expectations based on his insights. Nick's predictions aren't just guesses, they have a real impact. After his latest article, the chances of a September rate cut jumped up by almost 25 percentage points. This shows how much influence he has. When Nick talks, the markets listen. His insights help investors make better decisions, and his track record gives them confidence. Picture this. Traders on Wall Street are like surfers waiting for the perfect wave. Nick's predictions are the signals they need to catch that wave at the right moment. When he predicts a rate cut, it's like telling surfers that a big wave is coming. They get ready to ride that wave. The Fed's next meeting is coming up on July 30th and 31st. Many are wondering what will happen next. Well, if inflation stays low and the economy continues to grow steadily, we might see those rate cuts in September. The options market gives us some clues. It's like weather forecast for the economy. Different scenarios could play out depending on the upcoming CPI, that's the Consumer Price Index readings. For example, if the CPI shows a slight increase, we might see a small rise in the stock market. But if it shows a significant increase, it could lead to a sell-off in risk assets. On the other hand, if CPI is lower than expected, it could spark a rally in the stock market. That is why Nick's predictions are very valuable. They help us understand what might happen next. Imagine you're planning a picnic. You check the weather forecast to decide whether to pack sunscreen or an umbrella. Nick's predictions are like the reliable weather forecast, helping you prepare for whatever comes next in the financial markets. So, what can we learn from the Fed Whisperer? Nick Timiraos' ability to predict the Fed's move can give us a huge advantage in understanding the economy and making better financial decisions. Well folks, if you enjoyed this video, please like the video and share this with your friends. Don't miss out on more insights that can transform your financial understanding. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.